Do not believe anything you're about to see. Although we may be presenting facts through our documentation and things may seem legitimate, do not believe it. However, whether you choose truth or fiction is irrelevant because we are challenging you to think about it. Hannah, is that your name? Is it Charles? Charles? I feel like... Hey, Alberto? You're Alberto, yeah?
Yeah.
It is Andre though, right?
Yeah,
What you are about to see is real. The people I meet are strangers to me. I don't know them and they don't know me. But in an instant, I'm about to get to know them very well. How you guys doing? Can I show you something quickly? Hi there, how you doing? How you guys doing? Can I show you something? Do I know you? Can I show you something? Well, I'm just, you're Mr. Mr. Nabil? Is that your name? Can I show you something? It's okay. Can I try something with you? Rocky. Rocky? Is that it? Rocky? Is that you? Mr. Nabil though, right? Was that right?
Yeah, but how do you know my name?
Wait, your name is Richard? Richard. Come on over, Richard. Is it Richard? It is Richard. Can I just show you something quickly? Wait, do I know you? Is it Hannah? Is that your name? Come back, come back. I feel like I know you. Come back. I feel like we know each other. Hey man, can I stop you for a second? Is it Charles? Charles? I feel like... Is it Charles?
Yeah.
Wait, come back for... Are you in a rush? Sorry, I don't mean to stop you. Mr. Nabil though, right? Was that right?
Yeah, but how do you know my name?
Oh, I do like a little bit of mind stuff when I look at you. We try to... That's what I'm trying to show you. As I said, it's completely... I'm not looking for money or anything. I'm going to cut the deck. Whenever you like, just say stop, okay? Just
Stop.
Excellent. Can you just remember this card right here?
Yeah,
Remember this?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, don't forget it.
No.
I'm gonna close this up and I'm gonna leave this here. Okay? I'm not gonna look at this again. Do you happen to have do you carry a cell phone by any chance? Concentrate on your phone and tell me if you feel it ringing or can you hear it? Is it ringing?
Yeah.
It is ringing. Go ahead, take it out of your pocket. Say hello.
Hey, this is Durgan. Your card is the 3 of Hearts.
What did it say?
Say that.
It said the card. What was the card? Do you remember? The 3 of Hearts. It said it on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So it worked. That's it. That's all I was trying to show you.
Hold on my side, but how do you know my name?
How do I know your name?
This is the most important.
This is, as I said, this is, I try to connect with like whoever's walking by, whether it's you're making your phone ring or trying to get your name. I'm not even gonna touch the deck. Can you just take a look at it? Okay, you've got it. We're gonna close this. Can I put this away?
Yeah.
So your phone is ringing. I want you to answer it. Just go ahead, say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Listen carefully.
Hey, this is Durgan. Your card is the 8 of Clubs.
Yeah.
Was it my voice?
Yeah.
It was my voice. What did I say on your phone?
8 of spades.
Eight of spades or 8 of clubs or
Clubs.
8 of clubs
How did you know my number?
or your name?
She just like knew my name when I was walking by.
And you just say my name. This is amazing.
What is the gift or what that kind, I want to know.
And after this, he rang my phone, which is something else amazing. How he knows my phone number.
Hey man, how you doing? Come on over. Let me show you something. Don't worry, you don't gotta pay anything, nothing like that. Can you look at me for a second? I'm gonna try to figure something out. Think of your name. You have a name, obviously. You're just your first name. Okay, do you know what the vowels are? Like A, E, I, O, U. Think of just the vowels in your name, okay? Can you do that for me? I'm picking up O's because your eyes are kind of giving that off. Is there a couple of O's in your name? Okay, you're gonna help me out, my friend. This is what we're gonna do. It's like, I almost want to say Michael Jordan without the Michael. Is your name Jordan? Your name is Jordan? Hold on, first of all, we have never met before. Do you know my name?
Not a clue.
Okay, concentrate on your name. Okay, think of the different letters in your name. The vowels in the English language are A, E, I, O, U. Think of just the vowels. I understand that there is at least an O in your name. Is that correct? Possibly an A somewhere near the end. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Joshua, is that right? Can I show you something? Hey, wait, are you Andre by any chance? Are you Andre? 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 That is Andre, yes? Okay. Can I show you something to 1 minute, really quick? Can I just show you something? Is your name Chi? 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 That's you, right? Do I know you? Can I just show you something really quickly? You're from here, yeah? Chi, right? That is you? Just to confirm. Okay, come on over. Hey, Alberto? You're Alberto, yes? Yeah. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from? Do I know you? No. Okay, maybe. Famous actor? Jordan, we've never met before. Okay, Jordan, I'm gonna show you something really weird. Something that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. You want this book or this one? Which one did you say? This one? Okay, watch. I'm gonna riffle through the book like this, Jordan, and you just say stop for me whenever you'd like, okay? I want you to find a word that's many letters, so 8, 9, 10 letters long, okay? A good, interesting word. Open up, take a look, and find a nice long word. Don't find an easy word like the or there. Find a big, 9 or 10 letter word somewhere in the book. Okay, nice big word. And tell me when you got it. Okay, you've got one. Remember it. You can point it to these guys if you want. You have a cell phone on you by any chance? Your wallet itself. Can you pull out your cell phone for a second? Do you have your cell phone? Can we borrow this for a second? I don't need to touch it. You just hold it. Hold it out in your hand like this and extend your arm. Okay. Can I just grab your wrist? Do you mind? I'm just gonna grab your wrist like this. This is gonna be a little bit weird. I'm gonna grab your wrist. Is that okay? Okay. Concentrate on your phone. Look. I want you to look at your phone and make it ring. Look, it's ringing now. I'm calling you from my invisible. Is it ringing though? Confirm it's ringing. Your phone is ringing? Okay, there we go. Now it's ringing. Is it ringing? The phone is ringing? Is it ringing right now? Yeah. It's ringing. Got it ringing? Go ahead, say hello.
Hello?
Listen carefully. Listen. Hello. Listen.
Hey, this is Dirk. The word you are thinking of is...
I wish I would have bet some money.
How do you predict these things?
There's something I need to tell you. Remember, although we may be presenting facts through our documentation and things may seem legitimate, do not believe it. Is it ringing right now?
Yeah.
It's ringing. Got it ringing? Yeah. Go ahead, say hello.
Hello?
Listen carefully. Listen. Hello. Listen.
Hey, this is Dirk. The word you are thinking of is optimistic.
Yeah, it is. Can you hear it?
Hey, this is Dirk. The word you are thinking of is photograph.
Yes,
What did I say?
photograph.
Hey, this is Dirk. The word you are thinking of is mathematician.
What did it say?
Mathematician.
Tell everyone, what did I say?
That's the word I saw.
Mathematician was your word, and that's what I told you on the phone?
He told me to take out my cell phone.
And then he told me, keep your phone like that.
He grabbed my wrist and he's like, okay, it's gonna be weird, but and I looked down and he's like, yeah, your phone's ringing.
And then he said the word you said it was photograph. And it was right.
You gave him your number.
No, I didn't give anyone
Oh.
number. He just called me like that.
I don't even know who this guy is. You just stand at this little table right here.
Charles, you know what's weird is you're gonna go home and you're gonna tell people and no one's gonna believe it. TV producers don't believe me because I told them that when people walk by I try to get their name and make their phones ring, and they didn't believe me, so they started filming to see if it's true. Eventually I got like a television crew interested in what I'm doing. They didn't believe it, so I said let's go one day film it. So believe it or not, you are on camera right now.
Okay.
My director's just gonna come by in like 2 seconds right now. There's a camera set up there, a camera set up there. They don't know what I'm doing.
So we're filming a documentary about him and his psychic abilities. So we're trying to find out how this is happening. We're trying to figure out how this is done. That's why we're filming a documentary on him. What happened?
Oh, I ran past this guy. He's like, can you stop for a minute? I'm like, no, I'd never seen him. And I ran past him and he goes, Charles? I'm like, okay, well, how does he know my name?
You never met him before?
Never in my life.
It is true I've never met this person before, or any of these people. But this is not a documentary to explain my psychic ability. This is a way of thinking. We're gonna see just how far we can obscure the thinking of one of the people we've met today. We chose Charles, as he seemed the most intrigued with our demonstration.
I'm Charles Sankar, whatever. I'm a transit operator for the TTC. I drive streetcar. I just love to have fun, just be young, have fun.
What happened to you the first time you met us and met Dirk?
Well, I was just kind of downtown, just probably shopping, and then he called me over at first. He said, "Come over here," and I'm not normally interested in stuff like that. Just I think it's a gimmick or whatever. So I just kind of kept walking. I picked up my pace, and then he called me by my first name, And then that kind of, I had to look at him like if I knew this guy from somewhere, and I didn't know who he was. He's got me very curious. Whatever his talent is, or whatever his gift is, or whatever he does, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's pretty cool.
Here's what we did. We took an upcoming UFC mixed martial arts event scheduled for August 17th and picked 3 fights. Brad Pickett versus Michael McDonald, Joe Lawson versus Michael Johnson, and Uriah Hall versus John Howard. 4 days before the event, we sent Charles an email with a prediction of who would win each fight. We told him that Michael McDonald would win his fight, Michael Johnson would win his, and John Howard would win his. We told him not to bet using our information, but just find out the results. So we left Charles with these predictions. The UFC event took place, and we were right. The fighters we predicted to win won their matches.
Geez. I went to a buddy's house for his engagement party, and I asked him, I said, oh yeah, you know, I remember the guy that I told you about that read my mind kind of thing. He predicted 3 winners of the fight of UFC. I said, I want you to look at your thing. He pulled it up on his phone, and I said, tell me the winners of this fight. And then he said, yep. I said, yeah, he won. And then the next one, he said, yep. I'm like, yo, look, I said, this guy sent me this email on this day saying that this would be the prediction. They told me not to bet money, and I wish I would have bet some money. I wish I would have put it all on all 3 of them, because they all came out, and I don't know. Well, that's pretty awesome. Can you give me 6 numbers?
And that's why we're here today. Charles has agreed to meet up with us to discuss what has happened to him, but he's in for a big surprise. This meeting isn't about what he thinks it's going to be.
I do believe in psychics. I believe in mediums too, and stuff like that. I don't know what to expect, because the other things that happened with the fight and stuff, they were 2 totally different things. One was in person, so I don't know. I don't know, but I'm excited.
Charles, what's up?
Amazed.
Thanks for coming out, man.
What's going on?
Good to see you again.
Yeah, you
What's
too, my
up?
friend.
What's up? Thanks for coming out,
no
man.
problem.
Before we get started, I have something, and we'll come back to this later.
Okay.
What I did was I took an envelope,
Okay.
just a small envelope, and I sealed it up, okay?
Right.
It's not important right now. It will be important later. But let's make sure that, you know, I don't do anything funny to it, or no one does anything funny to it. Let's actually, do me a favor. Can you just maybe sign across the seal there?
Sign it?
Yeah, just sign it. So let's make sure that that stays closed.
Okay.
And I'll sign it as well.
Okay.
I want you to just hold on to this for me.
Okay.
Maybe if you have a pocket or something, maybe a back pocket, whatever works.
Okay, I'll put it right here.
Excellent. So we'll come back to that a little bit later.
Okay.
So over the last few weeks, when I first ran into you, and then you got the email about the whole UFC thing, different events have taken place. Now each event had different characteristics associated with it. What I mean by that is each event took place on a date at a particular time. We're gonna try to create our own event today in the next few minutes, and we're gonna need a date and a time. Now I could ask you to just give me a random date, or I could ask you to give me a random time or a random event, but truth is it wouldn't be fully random. What I mean by that is, for example, if I asked you to give me a number between 1 and 10, I don't know if you know this, but there's an 80% chance you will say the number 7. Okay, it just psychologically that's how it works. Okay. So similarly, if I asked you to give me a date, there might be external factors influencing your decision on the date. So I've come up with a way to kind of give us these different characteristics in a random way. Okay. So maybe we could stand for this if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
I brought a couple of things. I have a calendar. What I want you to do in a second is I'm going to hold this face down. I'm going to ask you to take the marker just in a sec and kind of just go like this. And whenever you feel good, just take it and just go straight up and just leave a mark. I want you to just hold on to this. Bring your hand down like this and just kind of move it around until you're happy. Okay. And whenever you're happy, just stop. Is that good there? Okay. Yeah. You marked it already?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, that's perfect. We're not going to look at where you've marked just yet. We'll come back to this later, I promise. Okay. You know what? We'll use my watch for this, for the time. Okay. I don't want to mess around with your watch just in case. And you wear a watch too, so you obviously know how analog watches work with the pin and stuff. Right. What time is it right now, roughly?
Time right now is about 10:35.
10:35 roughly. Okay, perfect. So now, once you pull out the watch stops, can you confirm?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Exactly. Now here's what we're gonna do. Maybe open up your hand, and with your other hand, I want you to scroll the pin. Just scroll it, and when you're happy, stop whenever you're happy. Is that good there?
Yeah.
Okay, in a second I'm gonna ask you to push it in and make sure you feel the pin going in and you hear it.
Yep.
Did you hear that? So it's totally random wherever you'd like.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm gonna take the watch. I'm gonna leave this down here as well.
Okay.
Let's not worry about it for now.
Okay.
So we've got a date, a random date, and a random time. We need one last thing. This is what I decided to do. I bought today's newspaper this morning.
Okay.
Just confirm it is the newspaper from today, Sunday.
Sunday, September 8th, 2013.
Perfect.
Yep.
So before you got here, I did this just to save a bit of time. In the entertainment section, I cut out a strip of paper, a strip of newspaper, just from the entertainment section, and it just has some movies that are playing across the city right now. Can you maybe just read a couple of those?
Movies?
Yeah, just read some of the movies that are playing.
Asylum, Lee Daniels, The Butler, Mortal Instruments, City of Bones.
Okay, so a bunch of movies that are playing right now.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. I also brought a pair of scissors with me, and I'm gonna run the scissors across the newspaper.
Okay.
Okay, and whenever you'd like, go ahead and say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right there, are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive? Okay, I'm gonna cut right there.
Okay.
Okay. And we're gonna just this is gonna mark the spot where we've cut. Let's not worry about this for the moment. Again, I'm gonna leave this here. We'll come back to this.
Okay.
Now let's think about what's happened. You've picked a random date, a time, and even a movie. In fact, let's actually take note. We're gonna mark down a couple of things. First of all, we got a date. So did you mark a date? Just take a look. Did you mark a date? What date did you mark?
September 12th.
So what day is that of the week?
Thursday.
Thursday. So can you write Thursday, September 12th just across the page for us? Perfect. Then we did what? We did the calendar. We did, the time? Okay. Roughly what time does it say on there?
Roughly, it's
whatever.
7:25.
Okay. If that's what it says, please put that down on there.
7:25.
Yeah. So put down 7:25. We did one last thing. I moved scissors across a newspaper, and you kind of stopped at a movie. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And we've got that strip right over here. And if you look carefully, we've actually cut the name of a movie right in half. Can you see that there?
Yeah. Despicable Me Too.
Despicable Me Too?
Yeah.
Can you just write that down as well? Excellent. So we've kind of just in the last few minutes created an event.
Right.
Okay, we've got a date, a time, and a movie, some kind of event that's happening, that's taking place. We're gonna come back to this a little bit later again.
Okay.
Now, before we go on any further, there's something I need to tell you. Now, before we go on any further, there's something I need to tell you. Okay, I'm not psychic.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not psychic. Is there any questions that you have for me about anything that's happened over the last few weeks?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, how do you see these? Like, how you're not psychic, so how do you predict these things?
How do we predict these things?
Yeah.
So with very careful planning, we were able to create an alternate reality for you, believe it or not. What I mean by that is what you were seeing from your point of view or point of reference was different from what people outside of your point of reference were seeing. The first time we met, what do you remember happening?
First thing, you told me my name.
Your name?
Yeah.
Do you remember anything before or after or in that day that may have happened?
No.
So how did we actually do this? So that day there were many people walking by and I stopped actually a bunch of people calling out their names. How did we pull off this stunt, I guess? How did we pull this off? Truth is there was a lot more going to it. There was a lot of planning that had been done in advance for us to set that up. That day, if you think back, you might remember there was a time, maybe a few minutes before you had got to me, a couple hundred meters down from where I was, there was a contest set up. I don't know if you remember this.
Would you guys like to apply to win a dinner for 4? Okay, perfect. What's your name? Nabil? What's your name? My name's Joshua. Nice to meet you, Josh.
What's your name? Hannah.
So good luck, everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a contest.
The girl that was sitting there.
That's right.
Yes.
There was a girl. Believe it or not, they were actually a part of our full crew of people that was working together.
Okay, well that explains that.
That's right. So you were coming by, what happened was you had stopped, maybe you put down your name or number or something.
Yeah.
That information was within a minute fed to me.
Hannah, Ryerson Theater School.
Hey, her name is Chi.
Okay, we got someone else coming.
How's it going?
His name is Ahmed. I don't know if he's walking this way or not. Come on, dude. Here we go. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay, do you have a number?
Not yet, not yet. You have a number for me, NR?
Yep, but it's like a long distance number.
Got the number.
You got a number?
Got it. It's
Got
long
it?
distance, but I got it, yeah.
So that's how we kind of got you right in the beginning. But then it gets a little bit stranger because a few other things happen, and then you got an email saying, you know, there's a UFC fighting happening in 4 days.
So how did you do that?
You were placed in a reality where, from your point of view, this seemed impossible. Like, how could I get the winners of all 3 fights exactly correct, you know, 4 days in advance? From your point of view, it seemed impossible. It turns out that when you received the email, we also sent the email to one other person who we also gave the same predictions to, and he was just as surprised.
All right, so I just got back from Toronto, and my friend actually sent me the results of last night's UFC fight, and I couldn't believe it. He actually got all of the predictions correct. I actually came home and opened up the UFC website. As you can see, Johnson won, Howard won, and McDonald won. That's a 3-for-3 prediction.
However, we actually sent multiple emails out to many people. Each email had a different sequence of winners that could have happened that evening. So although you got an email with the right prediction, there were many people that also got an email with the wrong prediction.
I'm checking the accuracy of Dirty's predictions for all 3 fights. Fight 3, he had predicted Pickett. Fight 3, winner was McDonald.
With a little bit of luck, you happened to be the guy that got the prediction all correct, all 3 things correct. So from your point of view, you got an email with the winners, and it came true. So that's how we pulled off that stuff.
Wow. Okay.
So, but I don't want you to leave today disappointed. I do have one last thing that I want to do with you. Our event that we've created today. So those were events that have already happened. This is an event in the future. Is it fair to say you could have really picked any random date? And you could have stopped on any random time? And you could have told me to stop and cut on any random movie. Is that fair to say? Before we started any of this, I also gave you an envelope. Okay, that was given to you before we did any of this. It was signed by both of us. Do you still have that? And no one's touched it or tampered with it in any way? It still has our signatures?
Still has our signatures.
Perfect. I want you to take this. I'm not going to get close to it. Go ahead, open it up. And what do you see inside?
I'm guessing. Yeah, I see a white sheet of paper.
Okay, go ahead, pull out the paper. And open it up and take a look what it is.
It's tickets. It's tickets to see Despicable Me 2 on Thursday, September 12th at 7:25 p.m.
So it is for Thursday, September 12th at 7:25.
Yeah.
For this movie?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Thursday, 7:25 p.m. Yeah, September 12th, 2013. Yeah, 3D too. Wow.
I did bring you 2 tickets. Is there anyone like special, or is there someone you want to maybe spend quality time with, or anything that you might want to take to the movie by any chance? You can take whoever you'd like.
If I take one kid, then I gotta. Well, yeah, maybe because I got 3 boys, so I could. Probably.
Oh, you have 3 boys.
Yeah.
Maybe you could take one of.
Yeah. Oh, this is you got me blown with this one now too, boy. Because yeah, I mean I don't know. I don't even know.
Well, enjoy the movie with your son then.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Charles. You know what? One last thing. Can you confirm this is today's date?
Yeah,
again?
Sunday, September 8th,
Right,
2013.
we've confirmed this. And again, this is today's newspaper that I just pulled out. So this is where I cut the newspaper out from earlier. See, from right over here, you can see that we actually had cut just a strip of paper out of here to figure out which movie you're gonna go see. There's one last thing in here that's a little bit interesting. Do you see anything interesting on this page? Or maybe over here, is there anything that pops out at you?
Anything that,
There's something circled. Can you read out loud what it says right there? Go ahead, read it out loud.
Hey Charles, enjoy Despicable Me 2 on Thursday, September 12th at 7:25 p.m. with your son. Wow.
We told you at the beginning not to believe anything you see. Did we really set up a fake contest? Did we really get these people's names in this way? Or was it just presented in this way to cover up our ability to access supposedly secret information? It's up to you to decide what is real in this world and on this show. I'm Dergy Spade. Think about it.